Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and I guess this is going to be my review for Miraculous Ladybug, episode 15, I guess? 15 on Netflix, technically episode 25, in the lineup. The official lineup, anyway, I don't know anymore. But I just tried to upload it directly to YouTube. I was a little nervous because obviously, we don't want any strikes. I would have left it up because it did have a copyright claim, but the thing is that it got blocked in a ton of areas. And I wasn't about to dispute it because if you dispute a copyright claim and they essentially deny it, that becomes a copyright strike, and I am not about that, no. So I was like, nope, I'm just going to get rid of this, and I'll just upload it directly on... I'll also upload it on BitChute and do a review, like I usually do. Anyway. The reason that I picked episode 15, or episode 25, if you want to go by the official official order, is because with these types of stories, when it comes to superheroes, you want to know their origin story. And thankfully, I don't know why I did it like this, because the origin stories, those two episodes should have been the first episodes, and then started off, with the other episodes as it went down the line, because that would have made more sense. It doesn't make sense to introduce us to the characters and have no idea what's going on, how they get their powers, or anything about them or the other people in the show first. They should introduce the characters and all that first, and then, build all that up. But no, Miraculous Ladybug kind of is stupid. The show isn't stupid, it's just the people who did the episode order and all that were stupid, because that doesn't make any sense. Do the origin story first, and then people will think, oh, okay, this is how this works, and this is why this happens in this episode, or whatever, Anyway, I think her name was Marinette? But anyway, this show takes place in France, obviously. And I'm guessing it's made in France. But we get introduced to the main villain of the show. Dang it. What was his name? Dark Hat? I don't know anymore. I just freaking watched the episode probably 30 minutes ago. Actually a little bit longer than that, but yeah. He's the main villain of the show, and he's creating more villains, more supervillains. And it's starting to make me think that maybe this show isn't this isn't the first time we've seen superheroes in this show, or at least in this world, because there are other Miraculous out there besides the Ladybug one, the Cat one, and the Moth one, and the one that the old guy's got. I don't know who that guy is, or how he has them, or anything. Maybe we'll find out in the next episode, I don't know. Which is technically the finale, but whatever. Anyway. Anyway, the big bad guy is after the Ladybug one and the Cat, the Destruction one, because apparently they're more powerful than all the others, and whoever possesses both of them has absolute power. And this guy wants that power. As for why he wants that power, the only reason that we could even assume at this point, because we know nothing about this guy or his motivations or anything, is that he just wants power for the sake of power, to be able to control everything. But like I said, it's just we know next to nothing about this guy or what he's capable of or anything. So all we can do is speculate until we get more information. Anyway, we are introduced to Marinette and her classmate. She's, poor girl's clumsy and everything, but thankfully she's able to help the old guy avoid getting hit by a car. And I guess he slips her the Miraculous when she does that, because she realized she's got it at some point. And then we cut to her being at school and Chloe being a bitch. A big fat bitch. Acting like she's essentially the ruler, that everybody has to listen to her, essentially. And Marinette ends up making a friend. I don't remember what her name is off the top of my head. But the girl is fascinated with superheroes, superpowers, and all that stuff, and I don't blame her. And they end up becoming friends, and later on, we find out that Adrian, the guy that Chloe was waiting for, her best friend, does he not see how she is? I'm guessing not, because who would want to be with someone like... Who would want to be a friend with someone like that, you know? Anyway, he never shows up, and the reason for this is because, well, apparently he's being homeschooled, and he wants to be able to attend regular school, but his father isn't letting him. And, I know I'm actually kind of, suspecting that the bad guy's alter ego is Adrian's father because of the voice. The voice sounds similar. And he kind of resembles him too a little bit without that stupid mask on. But poor Adrian's got essentially his life. He's trying to control his son's life. And I was like, yeah, that's not good. They're gonna go, as soon as they become 18 or whatever the age is to be an adult in France, I don't know. He's going to want to get the frick out of there, and I do not blame him one bit. And then his father's going to wonder, why did my son leave me? Like, dude, you pushed the poor kid away by trying to control every aspect of his life. Anyway, Adrian is stuck inside, and he actually had helped the same guy from before he got, dragged away back home. And both Marinette and Adrian find that they both have the Miraculous, and Adrian got the Destruction one, and Marinette got the Ladybug one. And dang it, what were they called? Okuma? Or whatever the heck little people are. Try to explain to them, about their powers and everything, and what they're able to do, and obviously Marinette's freaking out. Because, who wouldn't blame her? I wouldn't blame her. And thankfully, she's able to get the down low on what the heck they're supposed to do, or how their powers work before she transforms, but Adrian kind of got a little gung-ho, and transformed before he could even get the information about his powers and everything. Or, the little details that you technically need, like how many times you can use your powers, how long you have before you transform back, stuff like that. And he dubs himself Cat Noir, and Marinette hasn't really picked out a name yet. That was obviously going to be Ladybug, something involving Ladybug. And they actually literally crash land into each other. Well, she crash lands into him. And they get off on a decent foot. And they have to go and stop the big bad guy, which is a poor kid that was transformed by the the evil moth. And he's essentially rampaging, trying to find the kid who gave him that note before. And he finally finds him, and Cat Noir tries to use his Cataclysm ability, and he finds that he can only use it one time. Yeah, not really, it makes sense. If it's like a really OP power, it makes sense you can only use it once. And essentially it's destroying everything he touches. But this is why you need to listen to all the instructions before you decide to go charging gung-ho into all this. And thankfully Marinette was able to solve the problem, but the problem is that she didn't capture the butterfly. If she had not because of this, the butterfly multiplied and started infecting other people that are just standing there as the same creature that they had faced before. And it turns out that the poor kid had done all this because the note that he had gotten was the note telling him, hey, you need to tell this person that you love them, or else essentially, you're going to regret it. And I'm like, why would you freak out about that? The person's just trying to get you to go on ahead and do what you gotta do. So now, Marinette thinks that isn't cut out for all this, because essentially it's her fault for not catching the moth in the process, or else this wouldn't have happened. But I'm like, it's only been your first, probably not even first hour of being Ladybug. You're probably doing a lot better than some other people would in that situation. So she's like, I can't do this, and she takes the earrings off, which makes the little, I think it was Okuma, whatever, disappear, and back into the box they were in, and puts that in her dresser. And that's where the episode ends. As for episode 16, or rather the season finale for season 1, which makes, like I said, no freaking sense whatsoever. Because the way this episode is structured, it's like we're getting it's like this should be episode 1, where we get introduced to Marinette, Adrian, and all the others, and they find out their powers and everything. This is acting like episode 1. I don't know who the heck made the episode list or how they structured it or anything, but that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Anyway, we'll get this uploaded, and I'll see you guys next time.